Well, I would never dare to count them, but
Johann Nass, the legendary German racing driver best known for his triumphs in Formula One and endurance racing, has passed away at the age of 78 in Cannes, France. His death, announced on May 2025, comes after he suffered complications from a stroke earlier this year. Born on 1946, Johann Nass began his motorsport journey as a mechanic before climbing the ranks of professional racing in the 1960s. He first made waves in touring cars, but it was his transition to single-seaters that led him to the global stage of Formula One. Nass debuted in Formula One in 1973 and went on to compete in over 100 Grands Prix through the 1970s and early 1980s. His most memorable victory came at the 1975 Spanish Grand Prix, a race he won with McLaren under tragic circumstances after an accident marred the event. Despite only one win, he secured multiple podiums and built a reputation as a dependable and technically skilled driver, partnering with greats like Emerson Fittipaldi and James Hunt. Following his Formula One career, Johann Nass turned his focus to endurance racing, where he achieved even greater success. In 1989, he claimed victory at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans driving for Sauber Mercedes, cementing his place among motorsport's elite. His endurance career also included wins and podiums in other iconic events like the Nürburgring 1,000 km and Spa 1,000 km. Beyond his own driving achievements, Johann Nass was a dedicated mentor. He played an influential role in the early careers of Michael Schumacher, Karl Wendlinger, and Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Notably, he encouraged Schumacher's pivotal move to Ferrari in 1996, shaping one of Formula One's most storied eras. Johann Nass leaves behind a legacy defined by resilience, versatility, and mentorship. He is survived by his wife Bettina, their 2 daughters, and 2 sons from a previous marriage. A quiet yet towering figure in racing history, his contributions will continue to influence the sport for generations. Rest in peace, Johann Nass.
Filled with drugs, just to say one thing that I think was filled with it. And
Darra Burnbomb, the pioneering American video and media artist whose groundbreaking works challenged television conventions and gender representation, has passed away at the age of 78 on May 2025. Known for her fierce intellect and sharp critique of mass media, Burnbomb reshaped the landscape of contemporary art through video installation and appropriation. Born on 1946, Darra Burnbomb originally trained as an architect, earning a degree from Carnegie Mellon University in 1969. Her transition to visual art led her to the San Francisco Art Institute, and later to New York's Video Study Center at the New School, where she honed the technical and conceptual skills that would define her career. She burst onto the international art scene in the late 1970s with her iconic work Technology/Transformation, Wonder Woman, 1978-79. The piece, which re-edited clips from the popular TV show Wonder Woman, deconstructed the portrayal of female superheroes in media, turning pop culture into a platform for feminist commentary. With its repetitive imagery and frenetic energy, the work became a touchstone for feminist video art and is widely studied and exhibited to this day. Rest in peace, Darra Burnbomb.
El primero que se fijó en el fútbol del interior.
Luis Galvan, the legendary Argentine footballer and a central figure in Argentina's 1978 FIFA World Cup triumph, has passed away at the age of 77 on May 2025. A quietly commanding presence on the field, Galvan's contributions to his national team and to Argentine club football have secured him a permanent place in the hearts of fans. Born on 1948, he began his professional career in 1970 with Workshops of Cordoba. Over the next 17 years, he became a cornerstone of the club, making over 500 appearances and earning the record for the most matches played in its history. His consistency, discipline, and calm leadership at the back made him a role model for defenders across the country. Galvan's international career peaked with Argentina's historic 1978 World Cup victory on home soil. He played every minute of the tournament and was part of the legendary defensive duo alongside captain Daniel Passarella. His quiet but resolute style of play was vital in Argentina's success, and his performance throughout the tournament helped secure the country's first-ever World Cup title. Luis Galvan will be remembered not only for his role in one of Argentina's proudest sporting achievements, but also for his humility, dedication, and lifelong service to the game. Rest in peace, Luis Galvan. James Baker, the pioneering Australian rock drummer and founding member of multiple legendary bands including the Hoodoo Gurus, the Scientists, and Beasts of Bourbon, has passed away at the age of 71 on May 2025 in Perth. Renowned for his explosive drumming and rebellious spirit, Baker played a defining role in shaping Australia's punk and garage rock scenes across 5 decades. Born on 1954, James Lawrence Baker grew up in Fremantle and discovered a deep love for rock music at an early age. In the mid-1970s, a trip to New York and London immersed him in the raw energy of the global punk movement, where he witnessed seminal performances by the Ramones and the Damned, and even received an offer to audition for the Clash. Returning to Perth with a fierce vision, Baker helped launch a punk revolution in Australia. In 1977, he co-founded The Victims with Dave Faulkner, releasing the enduring punk anthem Television Addict. A year later, he joined the Scientists alongside Kim Salmon, blending punk with swampy rock textures that influenced generations of musicians. Rest in peace, James Baker.
Je n'ai rien contre les spectateurs qui regardent leur montre pendant que je parle.
José Breuers, the legendary Belgian theater director, actor, and playwright who shaped the cultural landscape of Liège for more than 7 decades, has passed away at the age of 93. A tireless champion of the performing arts, Breuers was best known as the founder and creative soul behind the Harlequin Theatre, one of Belgium's most cherished theatrical institutions. Born on 1931, Breuers moved to Liège as a young child and later studied at the Royal Conservatory of Liège after completing classical studies at the Collège Saint-Servais. His early years were spent as a journalist for the Muse, but his true calling lay in the theater, a world he would go on to transform. Throughout his career, Breuers received numerous honors, including Officer of the Ordre des Arts et des Lettres, 2000, the Chanches Prize, 2006, and the title of Citizen of Liège, 2010, a testament to the deep admiration and gratitude of his community. José Breuers was more than a director, he was a cultural visionary, a storyteller, a mentor, and a beacon of Belgian theater. His legacy will continue to inspire artists and audiences for generations to come. Rest in peace, José Breuers.
We had 2 more scenes, but you know the reason Elvis let Colonel Paul.
Jan Shepard, the celebrated American actress known for her roles alongside Elvis Presley and her enduring presence in classic television westerns, has passed away at the age of 96. With a career that spanned decades, Shepard brought charm, strength, and depth to every role she played, leaving a lasting impression on both film and television audiences. Born on 1928, Shepard was the valedictorian of her high school and began performing in local theater. Her passion for acting led her to Los Angeles in 1949, where she studied at the Pasadena Playhouse and trained with the band Bard Players, stepping stones that launched her into Hollywood. She made her television debut in the early 1950s and soon became a familiar face on screens across America, especially in westerns like Gunsmoke, Rawhide, and The Virginian. Her poised presence and natural talent earned her steady roles in the golden age of television. Shepard's film career was highlighted by her appearances with Elvis Presley, notably in King Creole, 1958, where she played Mimi Fisher, the King's sister, and in Paradise, Hawaiian Style, 1966. These roles endeared her to fans of both cinema and rock and roll, establishing her as a versatile actress who could hold her own alongside music royalty. Jan Shepard was more than a Hollywood starlet, she was a trailblazing performer, a devoted wife and mother, and a treasured part of entertainment history. Her legacy lives on in the hearts of those who grew up watching her on the screen and in the archives of classic American film and television. Rest in peace!
My book. This is a satire about Trump and Putin.
Robert Trevor, the dynamic American character actor best remembered for his witty and charismatic portrayal of Simonius in the hit 1990s TV shows Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Xena, Warrior Princess, has passed away at the age of 71. Born on 1953, he adopted the stage name Robert Trevor, a clever palindrome of his first name, early in his career to distinguish himself professionally. After earning his degree from Northwestern University in 1975, Trevor began performing in theater, quickly moving into television and film with a reputation for bringing depth and humor to every role. His breakout came in 1985 when he played serial killer David Berkowitz in the CBS film Out of the Darkness, a haunting performance that showcased his range. But it was his role as the flamboyant and entrepreneurial Simonius that won him a cult following. Appearing regularly on both Hercules and Xena, Trevor's performance blended comic timing with a sense of heart and humanity, making his character a fan favorite in the fantasy adventure genre. Beyond acting, Robert Trevor was also a director and writer. He directed an episode of Hercules in 1997 and authored 2 books, including the satirical novel The Haircut, Who Would Be King in 2019. He was also an artist in residence at the Braid, contributing to productions that explore Jewish identity, the Holocaust, and political commentary. Diagnosed with leukemia in 2012, Trevor underwent a stem cell transplant in 2013. Rest in peace, Robert Trevor.
So question number one, Bruce Glover, what is your favorite Bond film?
Diamonds Are Forever.
Bruce Glover, the captivating American character actor best known for his eerie and unforgettable role as Mr. Wint in the 1971 James Bond film Diamonds Are Forever, has passed away at the age of 92. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Glover became a cult favorite for his eccentric presence, intense performances, and commitment to the art of acting. Born on 1932, he served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War before studying acting at Northwestern University. He launched his career on the stage and soon transitioned to film and television, where his striking looks and unique energy made him a standout in guest roles on classic series like Perry Mason, The Mod Squad, and Gunsmoke. His breakout came with Diamonds Are Forever, where he played one half of a chilling assassin duo alongside Putter Smith. Glover's portrayal of Mr. Wint, part menacing, part macabrely humorous, became one of the most iconic villain performances in the Bond franchise. He went on to appear in films such as Walking Tall, 1973, Chinatown, 1974, and Hard Times, 1975, often bringing a brooding or unpredictable edge to his characters. Beyond the screen, Glover was also a respected acting teacher in Los Angeles, influencing generations of performers with his unconventional, instinct-based approach to the craft. He also worked closely with his son, actor Crispin Glover, appearing in the avant-garde film It Is Fine. Everything Is Fine, which they co-produced. Bruce Glover's legacy lies in his fearless performances and his dedication to acting as a form of artistic truth. He is survived by his son, Crispin Glover, who carries forward the family's bold creative spirit. Rest in peace, Bruce Glover.
Tonight. It's so exciting. I can't believe it. It's
Dennis Arndt, the accomplished American actor known for his commanding presence on both stage and screen, has passed away at the age of 86. A late bloomer in the world of acting, Arndt's rich life experiences, from Vietnam War veteran to Shakespearean lead, shaped a career that left an indelible mark on American theater and television. Born on 1939, Arndt served as a decorated U.S. Army helicopter pilot in Vietnam, earning both a Purple Heart and a Commendation Medal. After the war, he piloted helicopters in Alaska before enrolling at the University of Washington, where he would eventually discover his passion for acting. Encouraged by a friend to audition for a local theater production, Arndt embarked on what would become a celebrated stage career. He spent 15 seasons with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival and was a co-founder of Seattle's Intiman Theater, becoming a cornerstone of Pacific Northwest theater. While Arndt was widely respected on stage, he became best known to film audiences for his role as Lieutenant Philip Walker in Basic Instinct, 1992, particularly in the film's unforgettable interrogation scene. His screen credits also include SWAT, Banditas, and Dolphin Tale 2, along with appearances in acclaimed TV series such as Grey's Anatomy, LA Law, Picket Fences, and The Good Fight. In 2017, at the age of 77, Arndt earned a Tony Award nomination for Best Actor in a Play for his Broadway debut in Simon Stevens' Heisenberg, opposite Mary Louise Parker, a performance that highlighted the quiet intensity and emotional depth he brought to every role. Dennis Arndt is survived by his wife of 45 years, McGee Downey, along with 7 children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He is remembered as an adventurer, an artist, and a man who found success in acting not through early fame, but through dedication and life-earned wisdom. Rest in peace! Josh Brolan. He is an American actor and the son of fellow actor James Brolan. He first rose to prominence as a young performer in the adventure movie The Goonies. Following a period of limited recognition, he made a strong comeback with a leading role in the critically acclaimed crime thriller No Country for Old Men. Born February 12, 1968, age is 57.